Hi everyone, this is Garrison for Our Games at War, bringing you a figure feature. Here I have the core starting force of my Protectorate Army. You might have seen in a weekly update a couple weeks ago the stuff arriving. Got the battle box, got the, actually show you here, I got the battle box, and box set for the heavy warjack. Got some Choir of Menoth blisters that came later, and of course this is the beginning of my Protectorate Army. A couple of things about this Protectorate Army. Okay, so first of all, we've got the Repenter here, which is a light warjack. We've got the Revenger, which is an arc node light warjack, and coming with the battle box was a heavy warjack. Actually, it was the Crusader, which I don't have modeled here because these are magnetized, which I'll show you in a second, to be the other heavy warjacks for the Protectorate, and the heavy warjack kit, which are the Vanquisher right there and the Templar right there. Krios, of course, is the Warcaster that comes in the Protectorate battle box. And then I've got the Choir of Menoth, which are great support unit, which came in a couple of blisters, which I ordered separately. I've also got unpainted the Flame Guard cleansers, which actually came in the Delivers box by mistake, which were funny. I've since ordered the Delivers as well. So I've got Delivers and Flame Guard cleansers units in addition to this starting force. They're not painted up yet, so that's why I'm not showing them in the video, but let me talk a little bit about these figures. Alright, so first of all, with my scheme, it's a standard Protectorate of Menoth scheme. I will tell you that, in my opinion, the biggest challenge of painting Menoth figures is the Menoth white. When I first did it, it came out a little whiter than I wanted it to. I think that's because I don't begin with a black base coat of primer. I usually begin with a gray base coat, and so I followed the Forces of War Machine scheme directions, and came out a little white. So later I toned that down to get more of the Menoth white, which is kind of a tan white, so to speak, and I think I fixed it up pretty nicely. One thing I wanted to mention is the base work I did. So I wanted a mosaic tile base look, and so what I did was I used a technique found in the tutorial section at the Privateer Press forums for making tile. Basically, you smudge some green stuff around your base, and then you use window screen to create the tile. And then what I did is I painted up this kind of checkerboard pattern, and used basically the Menoth colors, the sanguine and a white and a black, to kind of get that grid kind of pattern. And that pattern runs throughout the bases on my Menoth figures, from the warjacks to the solos, or the unit I should say, the choir unit. And yeah, I really like the effect. What I did was kind of a half mosaic, half ruin kind of base. So if I, for example, take this guy here, currently as configured as a Templar, alright, you can see I've got a mosaic kind of base. The idea is my theme is that this is a reclaimed ruin that the Protectorate figures have recaptured, and so it's got an old kind of Protectorate kind of color scheme pattern to it, but also it's got kind of ruins around. There's like rubble and dust that are sprinkled over this tile as well, so that's kind of the theme. So that's the theme of the base work and the figures. Also, I want to mention these guys are totally my heavies are totally magnetized. Alright, so I got a heavy with the battle box, of course, and then I bought a separate heavy. And from the pieces with those, I built these warjacks. Now, sometimes I refer to these as my Menoth action figures because they are highly articulated, okay, as you can see. And they actually come apart. It's a lot of fun to magnetize these. I use magnets and little magnets I ordered, and drilled a pin vise basically to magnetize these. Shield comes off, arm comes off, and yeah, everything basically comes apart. If I wanted to build this, change this guy from a Templar into a Crusader, that's easy enough. Just put a fist arm on there, swap the head out with a Crusader head, which is, my heads are also magnetized, and Oops, sorry. It's a little tricky with my left hand here. So, I'll try one more time. I'm going to set the camera down for my sanity. Alright, so, yeah. Putting the head in there. Okay, now I've got the Crusader head. Okay, and let's see, I need a right arm. You can see the magnet there, which is kind of nicely covered when I put the weapon hand on for the mace here. Alright, and you can see there's some articulation, which is kind of nice. I can actually, to a certain extent, pose these figures, which is really neat. So they can be, I can have 2 Crusaders, based on the kits that I have. I can have 2 Crusaders, or I can have a Vanquisher and a Templar, as you saw earlier, or a Crusader and a Vanquisher, or a Crusader and a Templar. So lots of choices going into battle. Okay, and then these pieces just magnetize, which is kind of neat. Right, so again, these weapon arms and the heads, so I can swap them out. They all come off. Okay, magnetize very nicely. Come on. And the tutorial at the Privateer Press forums was really well done, so thanks a lot. I'm going to actually put the bottom here who did that tutorial in the caption. Can't remember offhand, but it was very thorough and very easy to follow, and I followed it to a letter pretty much, and so worked out really well. Even they used the exact size of magnets that they prescribed and got this nice effect. So anyway, here is my starting Protectorate painted up army. I hope you liked this figure feature. And I'll put some stills at the end, of course, and yeah, so ready to go to battle with the Protectorate of Menoth, and to make sure that those Morrowinds pay on the battlefield. So, this is Garrison for Iron Kingdoms at War signing off. Happy wargaming, everybody.